Hello, this is Scott from Midwestern Reloaders. Today we are going to do something a little different. We're going to do a proper gun cleaning video on how to keep your rifle from rusting through the winter. Up here in the Midwest, we don't get out and do a lot of shooting in the winter because it's cold and it's snowy and I just don't want to go. But I do not keep my rifles in a safe. I don't have one. But I do not like rust on my rifles. So I have learned a few tricks to do to keep your rifle completely rust-free. It's easy. We're also going to go through a gun gripe, and that is the sticky bolt on a Savage rifle. And I'll be honest, I have had a couple with sticky bolts. But it's really easy to fix and it won't be long and we can have your action working just as smooth as butter. And we'll go through that. Just takes a matter of a couple minutes and you'll be going. So let's remove the bolt. And guys, I have heard everything from your cleaning rods too. You need a solid one, you need a brass one, this is a little kit made by Ruger. It's a great little kit. I use it all the time, except for my 17 because it's too big of a diameter for my 17. But I've heard everything, if you push this through your rifle and one of these joints catches, it'll scratch and mar your barrel all up. Guys, this rod is made of much softer material than your barrel is. It's not going to do damage. These have been out for years. People have been using them for years. And, it is to each your own. If you want a solid rod or a brass rod or even a wood rod, I know they make them. That option is up to you, but whatever it takes to get the job done, that's for you is the best thing to use. So I'm just going to use this one, and the first thing I'm going to do is get my 22 caliber brush and put on here. I'm going to have to get my adapter first. Now, common misconception is oils. Everybody has their own oils. I do not like a corrosive oil. I have been using Remington oil for years. It has never failed me. There are hundreds of oils out there that you can use. This is just what I was brought up using. I like it. It doesn't... It hasn't failed me, so that's what I continue to use. You guys use whatever you guys like using. Whether it's CLP or whether it's Hoppe's or whatever you use, it's all good stuff. I just like the Remington oil because it has the Teflon in it, and I believe it just makes a better seal. But that's my opinion. But here's the thing, guys. You don't need to pick your rifle up and lean it over and squirt a bunch of oil down the barrel. You're wasting oil and you're not doing anything. All you need to do is get your brush and make sure it's got a nice even coat on the brush. That's it. Always, if you can, go from the breech when you're cleaning. And you're just going to slide the brush in and then back out. And I do that about 5 times. All you're doing is you're taking off all the big stuff. The copper fouling and lead and powder residue. And my adapter seemed to have come off, so we're gonna run this up. And this is the solid rod. This is actually for my 17, but seeing as how this one has, after many years, has failed me, we're gonna go back to this one because I know it works. So like I say, we're gonna run that about 5-6 times, all the way out, back through. Just like that. That's it. That's all we're gonna brush. I am a big fan of the swabs. You know, you can buy a brush and swab combo at your local Walmart or gun store, you know, for like $3. I mean, they're not expensive. And everybody thinks, oh, the swab is good for one time, throw it away. No, it will do 3-4 cleanings. It also depends on how dirty your gun is. If you've been out shooting at the range and you put, you know, 500-600 rounds, you might want to use a clean one and then possibly throw it away. It depends on how dirty it is. And we're going to do the same thing with the swab. We're just going to run this 5 or 6 times. And I'll explain why here in just a moment. All right, now if you look down the barrel is going to look extremely clean. Now, in the last video, Walker explained about some of the Barnes bullets that like a extremely clean barrel. And that is true for some bullets. But most bullets, you know, you talk about tuning your rifle, getting it tuned in, that's taking out and shooting it and shooting it and shooting it. And what it's doing is it is actually building up a small amount of copper fouling and such inside the barrel and getting itself set to where it likes its happy medium. So if you're just ramming this thing and you're running patch after patch after patch until the patches are completely clean and there is nothing in that barrel, now you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to shoot 10 or 12 shots to get your barrel back into where it wanted to be. Now the nice thing about this Remington oil or any other oil is as it coats and creates a seal, it's not going to rust. So don't worry, you're not going to put this up over winter and come back and run a patch and you're going to have a barrel full of rust. No, it's not going to happen. That oil is going to seal it. The inside this barrel is now sealed. So now that we got the barrel done, let's put this up. We are going to do a little breech cleaning, and that is just super easy. Just takes a small brush. Don't let gun cleaning scare you guys. There's not much to it. I really like this little brush. It comes in that Ruger kit. So again, what we're going to do, we're not going to spray a bunch of oil in it. We're just going to spray a little bit on the brush, and that's it. And we're just going to go in here and scrub it. And then we're going to scrub in here a little bit. You know, you guys, you don't have a lot of sticky, excessive powder out here. And, you know, I clean my gun. Every rifle I take to the range, when I get home from the range, I clean it. So I know that the last time I went to the range, I did not clean this rifle. I was saving it for this video. But I know that every time before that, it has been cleaned. So then we're just going to get us a nice rag, or in my case, my old dirty gun rag, and a screwdriver. And we're just going to wipe that oil out. Now, that is basically it to just cleaning it besides the bolt. I am going to tell you one thing. You can look at the end of my bolt. And you look at a lot of people's bolt and you'll see this in here is all black. I don't like that. This gun has fired probably 7,000 to 8,000 rounds, and you can see how clean my bolt is. I am very big on that. So this is the only time I will spray oil directly into it, is right here. I'll just give it a little squirt, and I'll just let it soak for a few seconds. Grab my brush and just brush it. If it is really dirty, it's going to take a while to clean, but it will clean up. Also, a little bit of that oil is going down into the firing pin. That's all it needs. All right. Now we're going to address that sticky bolt. And I'm going to show you this horribly hard concept, not really, to make it to where it's not so sticky. We're going to move all this to the side. And yes, guys, on my loading bench, I keep a little piece of carpet. This is for my oiling, so that I'm not getting oil all over my nice platform, and when I come in here to do stuff, I'm not picking oil up on my paper. So we're going to take that. We're going to take a piece of, this stuff. Just left my mind. Basically like a Brillo pad. And you don't need much. And in fact, that's all you need. So what happens is when they machine these, what makes them stick is there is some microscopic machining marks in here, and as you're moving the bolt back and forth inside the chamber, those edges are catching, and that's what's causing it to do what you call the sticky bolt or the bind. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spray a very light coat of oil on it, and we're going to take our pad and just lightly, you're not going to push hard, you're just going to go over it. All you're doing is, the action of this with that oil is, all you're doing is you are removing the sharp edges of those microscopic machining marks. It doesn't take much. By the way, this is also how I keep my bolt clean. I do this every cleaning. And the more you do it, the easier and easier your bolt gets. Just removing those little marks, that's all. You don't have to push hard. It's not like you're trying to sand it. It's just very easy. And that's it. It takes, 5 to 7 minutes the first time. And then after that, it's just, 1 or 2 minutes on it. And that's all you need. Second part is, this is the same way inside your breech. It has little tiny machine marks. So we're just going to spray a little oil on our pad. Fold it up. And that's it. That's all we're doing. We're just looking to buff those marks out. That's it. And you can buff the rail. That Helps clean it up nice, keeps it good and clean. Your side rail, mount rail. And that's all there is to it, guys. That's it. It's not anything horribly hard. It's actually super easy. Doesn't take much time. And you know, it's gonna make your rifle last much longer. It's gonna be more accurate. And it's just gonna keep it clean and looking good. So now if we, and I do not need to re-oil this bolt before I put it in. It has enough oil on it. You don't need to, you do not need your rifle sopping wet with oil to make it work properly. And there it is, nice, smooth bolt. All right, now we're gonna go on to a little bit more. We are going to get this, what I call winterized. So we're going to move a bunch of stuff off the side here. All right, so we are going to pull the stock off this rifle. In this rifle, it has two Allen screws here and here. And I do not remember what size they are. Oh, that's way too big. Okay. This one is a 1/8. I believe the other one is the same. Yes. All right, pull that down. Now we are just going to wipe this thing down with a nice clean rag. A whole barrel. Now I am going to use, oh, it's in this box, a patch, one of the large patches. And we are going to put car wax. Any liquid wax will do. I like turtle wax because that's what I put in my vehicles, and I have it. It's not expensive. Anything Carnauba. Carnauba is going to put a hard shell on it, and that's what we're looking for. So we're going to make sure we shake that up a little bit. It doesn't take much. A little tiny bit goes a long way. You guys that do cars and stuff know that it doesn't take a lot of wax to. Just a tiny dot. We're going to start here. And we're going to cover the entire barrel in it. I will caution you, stropes are aluminum. Wax does not stick to aluminum well. I have tried it. It just doesn't work well. We're going to take it all the way down. Everything that's steel, we are going to apply this wax to. And we're going to let it sit for just a minute. Now, while it's sitting, this is a good time to show. You can come in right here on your trigger and you come in right here where this sear is, right in here, right here at the very bottom. And you take your emery cloth and you just buff it just gently. And you're going to come out with a whole bunch of crud. But what you're doing is you are actually polishing your trigger. And that's all it takes. That is going to keep that trigger nice, crisp, and consistent. So we let that dry. It's drying. You can see it's starting to turn a little bit white. So we just take our rag, nice clean rag. Try to make sure you have one without oil on it. We're going to buff that all down. And that's it, guys. We're going to put it back together. It is literally as simple as that. Now, everybody will look at you and say, don't touch your rifles because fingerprints will make it rust. You now have this nice wax coating on it. Fingerprints, the oil off your fingers won't make it rust. You're protected. So if you touch it, it's not like you have to, I got to hurry up and wipe this down. No. It is good. Get the bolt to start right, and we'll be all right. Go. That one started. Right back in. And we set it up, and this rifle is now ready to go, guys. It's ready for winter. It's clean, it's protected from weather, and nothing's gonna bother it. And I will let you guys know, this is my Precision 223. This is not just an off-the-shelf rifle. I ordered this barrel from Savage. It is a 1-in-8 twist on the 223, so it'll handle a little bit larger bullet. It is also it is a 1/8 of an inch bigger in diameter than the barrel off the shelf. This is an AccuTrigger, but this trigger is an AccuTrigger made by Timney. I had that put in. It pulls at a crisp 1.5 pounds. It is a hair trigger. I also have the Hawk 223 308 scope on it. Guys, I cannot say enough good about this optic. I had never owned one before. I have heard some people talk about them, that they were good. The glass is excellent. I shoot this rifle out to 700 yards. And this optic has been phenomenal. For around $300 or $350, it is a really good optic for the price. Especially when you're looking at, the Leupold that I have on my 308, which is a $1,200 and some scope. This is just, I would say this is just as good as classifications that Leupold is for a fraction of the price. If you guys can check them out, they are at a lot of local dealers. I don't know where they might be in your area, but I know in my area up here, we have a couple of dealers that deal in them. You can also go online and order them. This particular scope is set up to handle 223 or 308 with the turrets. It is a mil-dot scope, and surprisingly set up for the 223 with the 55 grain turrets. It is pretty consistent with the BDC. Not entirely, but close. It's close enough to get you on paper to know where you're at a longer range. So if you guys have a chance to look them up, please do. They're great. But yeah, this is my custom 223 that I made this stock. I know everybody looks up and says, oh, them stocks, them cheesy stocks, them cheesy synthetic stocks. You know what? I really like this stock. I had this stock aluminum bedded, and it's lightweight. The barrel is heavy on this rifle, so with a little bit lighter stock makes it a little easier to carry around. If I bump it on something, I'm not worried about scratching it because it's a synthetic stock. But it's actually sturdy. It's a sturdy stock. Savage didn't go real cheap on these stocks. It's pretty sturdy. It's got an excellent recoil pad, but with 223 you don't need much of that. It doesn't have much of a recoil. But yeah, I am very satisfied with the rifle. It has come very close to winning a few tournaments. I don't shoot as well as I used to. My eyes are aging, so I'm just not shooting as well as I used to. But my last competition out of 350 at 700 yards with this rifle, I came in third place. I am ecstatic with that. I think it was a great thing. So to come in third of that many people at that yardage, for me is excellent. So, well, I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, if you have any tips, questions, suggestions, anything, leave them at the bottom. We'll be more than happy to go through it. We're going to have some more great videos coming out. Walker is going to be doing some 223 loads soon. I'm letting him borrow my dies and stuff so that he can work up a load for his 223. And he's got several different bullets that he's going to work with. He's really good at making the videos of the loading, and I enjoy watching him and listening to him on his loading videos. So we're going to continue to allow him to do that and do what he does good. And I hope you guys have a great day. And if you guys have any questions about rifles, loading, anything, please drop us a line. If we don't know, we'll find out for you. You guys have a great day.